Cowley Road actually.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's just like
this is next level.
It's probably like it looks like a Greasy Spoon cafe, but like it's just like old like Bengali guys or something running it, and it's just amazing. Yeah, we love Manchester.
What would you say your sort of wider, like older musical influences are? Like, what did you listen to when you were younger, growing up? And I guess like when we're really young, kind of it's like punk music, isn't it? It's like Beatles, Stones, all that kind of stuff. Like
my dad was quite a prog fan. He
was actually.
Yeah, my dad was pretty into like
Giant.
Yeah, Gentle Giant and Gong and stuff like that. But then growing up sort of through, I suppose, rock and into heavy rock stuff, I suppose, and then totally opposite that into sort of jazz stuff or whatever. And then I suppose the first electronic stuff for both of us really was getting into the warp thing, via Aphex into like LFO and back into like Detroit, sort of in Chicago techno and acid house and stuff. But like in Simian we were into like we used to listen to loads and loads of like old psychedelic records, like bands like United States of America and Silver Apples and all that sort of stuff. And we love a lot of krautrock stuff, a lot of German sort of rock stuff and
Tropicalia and all that stuff's good.
Old school electro we really love. I don't know, we try and keep a pretty broad ear for everything, and obviously we're making pretty much exclusively electronic music at the minute, but hopefully little bits of those elements come through.
Which other sort of electronic artists are you currently respecting? Which you like?
Producers, Joachim's great. Maurice Fulton's amazing as a producer. There's a guy called Audion who's amazing.
Techno.
It's kind of more minimal, this sort of stuff.
James Holden. Not all of it, but like some of them, just total stand-up.
The new Justice album's really good. All sorts of stuff really. There's lots of different things going on.
Cool. And your album?
Actually, some stuff that I really, really like is there's a label called Italians Do It Better, and there's loads and loads of bands coming through that, which is really like weird Italo disco stuff. But like there's a band called Glass Candy and the Chromatics and Mirage and Progressive Genius and all that sort of stuff. Some of that's like amazing.
Cool.
Okay, that's going to kick off next year.
Also, hopefully your album is going to be amazing. It's coming out in early June.
Yeah, June 18th, I think.
18th, okay, cool. So we're just going to ask you, how do you go about translating kind of your live DJing into a kind of album, so it's just going to be shorter, like more compact and stuff?
We actually just thought, we'll just chuck them all on there and see what it's like. And it was rubbish.
It wasn't rubbish. It was just a bit slightly went on a bit.
But like, as in, like they're good, like quite often you make yourself see the tracks you listen through, and it's like, no one listens to albums these days, so you've got to like, it's got to be punchy, it's got to be quick, And so we kind of just went back to like the idea of like a rock album or like an old like psych album that would be like, the tracks would just come at you like a kind of like a 60s punk thing, and so we just like we got the tracks and just went, right, what is the only essential bits? Just chop, got rid of stuff, and it was cool because like sort of doing it, we kind of realised that actually within these kind of like 9-minute tracks, there's kind of like the kernel, kind of a song. I mean, maybe not like an acoustic guitar song, but like actual a song, So Any plans to release like the full sort of uncut ones?
Well, there's going to be like a bonus sort of disc with it that's going to have a lot of the long versions, and there'll also appear as like B-sides and on 12 and stuff for DJs and all that. But we definitely just wanted to make the album so you could listen to it from the beginning to the end. You don't get all the drum intros and outros, and just so it worked more like a rock album.
Is that the same way that you make the actual individual tracks? Like I read somewhere that when you were doing Hustler, you worked with the vocalist and just got them to kind of freestyle for a long time, and then like chose your favourite like snippets.
Totally. A lot of it's about, for us, the way we work a lot of the time is, because we use a lot of our analog stuff and whatever, we'll plug stuff in and make loads of noise and record sort of lots of it. And the thing for us is almost like editing, is like we'll like make loads of shit, and record vocalists for like loads of time or whatever, and then basically just sift it down and kind of almost sieve it down to what we want out of it, and that's how we work with in general.
It's kind of how like with the live show, we know how to play instruments and stuff, so we could have got like drummer, James is a good drummer, and like play keys. We could have kind of like turned it into a band thing. But really, the way we make the music is much more kind of like jamming with the actual machines themselves. And so like kind of what we're doing on stage is actually very similar to how it works in the studio. And so, you know, probably some nights it's going to go pretty well.
Yeah.
Probably tonight.
Just a quick thing about your videos. Who's behind the videos? Like, I know your friends won an award.
A few different people. Like the We Are Your Friends thing was a French guy, which kind of came mainly by, I think he was a mate of like the Justice Law. Then there's that like Hustler video, which is a mate of ours called Sam, who just had a daft idea for a video and basically said, if you can get these girls high, I'll film them and make a video for you, and that was basically it.
Such a dirty man.
Yeah, and you know, and again, the It's the Beat video was just a friend really who just had a good idea, and I don't think you have to spend, you know, thousands and thousands of pounds to make a good video. Like our new video is going to be this French guy who's had an idea of going out to Romania and filming these like sort of Romanian gypsies singing the song I Believe, you know, and but like shot really kind of subtly and beautifully, and so it sounds like it could be really, really good. We're still yet to see it yet, but
that sounds good.
On I Believe, is it your former bandmate doing the vocals for that one?
Yeah.
That's cool. So is there kind of a reconciliation there?
so it was kind of like a nod to the old Simian really. It's probably the most like old Simian on the album.
Yeah,
really.
it's a bit more chill.
And it's kind of got, you know, and I suppose it's obviously because we're working with Simon, and you know, I think you know, it was nice to get him on there, you know, and obviously because we still got a lot of respect for him as a songwriter, and obviously because of the history of working with him, he kind of got what we wanted really quickly, and that was almost one of the easiest tracks to get a vocalist on really.
Right, well, looking forward to tonight, and thanks for chatting to us.
No worries.
I hope you got your sunglasses and your earplugs.